Hi friends, this is Satish Valiveti. How are you all? Welcome back to Advanced Minds. Hope you're enjoying 2021. Today I'm here just to share with you a small story, friends. I'm sure some of you might have heard this story, but this story is worth listening again and again. There was this man who was admitted in a hospital. Right, he was put in a small room with just a bed and no much ventilation, no windows, so small room. The initial days were good because relatives came, friends came, they gave some fruits and they sympathized with him about his ill health. But as days progressed, slowly people stopped coming, and so he started feeling bored. And he's got a chronic disease, so he was supposed to be in the hospital for a few months. So slowly his days became longer because he felt totally bored and upset because there's no one to talk to. All day he just stayed at that rusted fan and nothing's interesting except the nurse who comes in the afternoon to give him an injection. So slowly he started getting bored, and so this room he was put in, the small bed and no much ventilation, and there's a wall, and behind that wall there's one more room and one more bed and one more patient there. So one day he hears the other patient coughing. So he strikes a conversation with the other person and he says, I'm really getting bored here. I'm feeling upset because there's no one to talk to, there's no window, there's no ventilation. I'm feeling down. And the other man says, don't worry my friend, I have a window in this room. I'll look out of the window. I'll tell you what's happening out in the town there. You can imagine it in your mind and feel happy about it. So this man says, okay. So the next morning, the man who got a window there in his room, he says, outside this window there's a big tree, and on the tree there's a small nest, and cute little baby birds are just waiting for the mother bird. The mother bird just came in with the prey in its beak. These little cute birds are plucking that prey from the mother's beak and they're eating it. It's so nice to look at. Friends, the way you are imagining it in your mind right now, the same way this man imagines and feels happy about it. And the next day the man says, today it's drizzling out there and there's a small school nearby, and the little boys and girls are playing in the rain, splashing water with their shoes and making paper boats and playing in the rain water. It's such a nice sight to look at. So this man imagines and he feels happy about it. Like this, my friends, every morning that man gets up, he just looks out of the window, tells what's happening out in the town, and this man imagines it in his mind and starts feeling happy about it. So slowly days keep passing, and this man, he starts feeling better and his health starts getting better because he's happy. So one day the other man says, today the season has changed, autumn has come, the old leaves shed and the new leaves are out, and the whole nature looks so beautiful and colorful. So this man imagines and feels happy. So days and weeks pass by like this, and one day this man wakes up and calls his friend, but that day the man who's got a window in his room doesn't respond. This man shouts and shouts, but there's no response from him. So he doesn't know what happened. During afternoon when the nurse comes, he asks what happened to that man. And the nurse says, sir, don't you know that man died last night? So this man feels very sorry for him. They've become good friends, and he's been helping for him to stay happy all these weeks. And the news that that man died came like a shock to him. So he feels so sorry for that friend who died. So he asked the nurse if he can be shifted to that room, because he thought anyway that person has died, at least he can look out the window and he can see the town by himself. So the nurse agrees and she shifts him to that room. And my dear friends, when this man goes into that room, he finds two things. Number one, there is no window in that room. And number two, the man who died last night is a blind man. Now here's the moral of the story, friends. If a blind man in his deathbed, if he's trying to make a stranger happy, what are we doing? Isn't it, friends? Now that man is a blind man and he knows that his days are numbered. He knows that he's on a countdown and he's on his deathbed. If a blind man on his deathbed, if he's trying to make a stranger happy with his imagination, what are we doing, my friends? Backbiting, gossiping, talking negative about others, blaming them, insulting them? No, my friends, make others happy. Friends, I believe in this, that the tick tock, tick tock, tick tock of the clock is not just the clock ticking, my friends, it's our life ticking. We have limited time on this planet, isn't it? Every waking hour, we're walking towards our grave. A short life is all we have, my friends, and there is no point we living with negativity. Make others happy. I repeat again, friends, if a blind man in his deathbed, if he's trying to make a stranger happy, what are we doing, my friends? Please make others happy. Right? So see you again very soon with the next video. Till then, have a great year ahead. Thank you.